Good morning, my cannonballs. We're back for a short, quick second. Oh my goodness, I'm getting right to the meat and potatoes. Now, I know this person has not been speaking about me, but I gotta say this. My goodness. Somebody's on the floor with some cheap ass boots on the ground, plastic looking all raggedy. Hitting the club, look, they in that club daily, in that club daily. I don't know what that is or what the hell that person has on in the club, but you know what? When you go to hole in walls, you expect to see people looking tacky and cheap looking, because I don't know if that's like, is that a pullover or what it's on. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I just know it looked bad. It looked bad. And just to see someone at their age trying to get it up in the club, oh my goodness, someone's trying to, really get everybody off their asses. But it seemed like that particular club is like somewhere where you just go to just kind of just sit and chill. I don't really see too many people dancing around, you know. And me personally, I have been to maybe a club or two like that, but it was boring. It's you're wasting your time. That's why I be saving my money. You know, and you know what? It's another thing that I just hate because I got so many misconceptions about me. It's just funny how people can perceive you. You know, people can perceive you, and it's just like, um, just because I may not travel like you travel, doesn't mean I don't want to get out and see the world. My thing is, I can do that. I can go out and travel. You know, I have traveled before. I have, and I enjoyed myself. But at the same time, look, pockets got to be right. I'm not happy when pockets are, when the pockets ain't too right. Okay, and then for two, a lot of things don't really excite me like that. And it's not because I'm just so used to always, kind of staying at the compound, but a lot of things don't be really hidden like that for me. I'm not, I don't get aroused out of things like that. I don't mind being around and going to, a tourist attraction or just going to some landmarks. I don't mind that. You know, I don't mind meeting new people, but at the same time, people are mean as hell, and I ain't got time. I don't want to be in people's faces. I'm not that type of person to be. Hey, 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 hey! I'm surprised I'm doing this shit on YouTube because I don't say hey, hey, hey. I'm not a mean person, but I'm not that. I'm not a friendly. I'm not that guy. That ain't me. If I walk past you, and I don't say anything, don't take it in a bad way. But if I don't feel like speaking, I just don't feel like speaking to you. Okay, or let alone opening a door. Because I don't had a lot of people not even say thank you. I was trying to be generous. Have some type of manners, and I can't even get a thank you. Huh? Next time, catch it yourself. Cause I damn sure ain't opening no for no nigga. Niggas. Oh, all of them. They gotta open their own damn door. I ain't opening nothing. Catch it. I ain't catching nothing. I'm not over here to be some type of maid, uh, or butler, whatever that is. I'm not doing that. I forgot what the title, but I'm not finna do that. Hell no. But yeah, it's just something how people be thinking that I just don't. I'm not experienced, and I don't. I just don't. I have a different type of mindset, and I wish they would. I really wish they would understand. You know, me. But it seems like they have a different type of perception of me, and it's just so sad. Like when you think people know you, a lot of people don't really know who you really are. They just only going by what they may see you do. You know, or they may think this and think that, and I don't be assuming about people's lives because I don't care what you do. I don't care where you're going, how far you may have to go. Congratulations, keep it up. You know, at the end of the day, just know if I wanted to do the same damn thing at any time, if the pockets is right, I can do that. I can get on a train. I can get on a bus if I wanted to fly. If I was a flyer, I'm not. I don't fly. But if I was adventurous like that to get on the plane and just go here and there and everywhere, I could just, just gotta have the really the funds. The funds gotta be there. And I need to and I need to have me a little GPS so I don't get lost. Maybe maybe go maybe have a person, a female or a male, it don't matter with me. It don't matter. I know things can happen. Okay, for me, when it comes to that, when it comes to me getting out, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, oh my goodness, people act as if I'm just some nigga that don't do nothing. You know, I have no street experience. Like I'm just oblivious to everything. I just really hate that. But at the same time, it's like I'm just gonna have to keep on showing people, baby. Just just because you have been around the way doesn't mean I have not been around the way, or been around some things. Like, oh my goodness, I've been doing this shit. I've been really adventurous since I want to say 2014. I want to say. And I was around. I was 23, I believe. 23, 22, turning 23, I think. hmm But yeah, I just wish some people knew the other side. And don't assume, you know, and don't assume. I don't like that assuming stuff. Like, come on now. You think a person don't want to see life? Because I hate when people say, "Oh, it's a world. It's such a big world out there." Yeah, I know it's a big world out there. But it's a lot of shit off in that big world too. I don't mind. The quietness. I don't mind that. I don't mind picking and choosing when I want to go out. I'm not one of the ones that I need to just hop on. Really on the bandwagon and all because people want to go out of town. I mean, okay, that's fine. That's fine, cool and dandy. But if I want to go, I will go. If I don't want to go, I just don't want to go. That doesn't mean I'm choosing to just stay somewhere permanently. No, I'm just choosing to go when I want to go. And if I don't want to go, I just won't be going. I just won't be doing something that I want to do. You know, because I refuse for people to be trying to force me into things that I don't want to do. And that's another thing too. I don't volunteer me into doing something that you may want my help in with what you are doing. Hell no! If I didn't say yes, I want to I want to come along and join. Don't do that. Don't do that whole inviting, overly inviting me. Like no. Don't try that with me. Don't try that with me. That's the quickest way for me to just tell you right then and there. I'm straight on that. I'm good. Because a lot of people they love to do that. Oh my goodness! And we gonna do this, and we can do this, and we can do this. We who what when where and why how? What if I didn't want to do it? What if I had other plans about me doing something, but all of a sudden you come along with a plan, and you expect me to be happy go what is it happy Dory? No, no, I don't do that. Like I'm not a yes man, and if I feel like something's not, if I feel like I'm a little bit uncomfortable, I'm gonna let you know too. I'm not. I'm just gonna just be. I'm just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And I'm not gonna be politically correct about it. You're gonna know how I feel. You know. I try to be. I try to spare people's feelings. Sometimes it depends on the situation. You know. I know what to say no way. What not to say. Some people don't know how to hold water or let alone, edit themselves. You know. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. And sometimes it can't be what you say. Because sometimes what you say can cause you get your ass slapped around or you know you know, other things can happen. So you got to be very mindful. And a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they're not too mindful. You know, sometimes you can overly share. I just don't want to overly, no, that ain't me. That will never be me. No, not at all, at all. But yeah, I just had to get that out because that really kind of just bothers me. But hey, if people want to perceive me in those type of lights, go right ahead. But you're gonna get a different response. You know, honestly. Damn, do I gotta get more irritable? Do I gotta get more aggressive? Do I have to be like that? Do I have to be more aggressive? Because I'm not really an aggressive person, but at the same time, you're not gonna try to tell me and run over me. You know, Mm-mm. If my parents or my family don't do that to me, what makes what makes you think a stranger could? Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. Not with that. not with that. And if they think that, if they think that that's what's going on, someone can control and try to tell me and make my choices for me. If they had that perception and that thought in their head, they are sadly mistaken. A lot of folks are sadly mistaken when it comes to Castro Cannon. Okay, they sadly mistaken. If you look, I promise you, if I said half of the things that I thought to some of these people really to some of these individuals that know me in the flesh, in everyday life, if they only knew, okay, I wouldn't have anybody to talk to. Well, I would say them, the ones on me, that know me in the flesh. But I feel like sometimes I can have a little closer relationship with the ones that I have met off of YouTube, than the ones in person. Ain't that a trip? But yeah, yeah. I feel like a lot of them, if they only knew about how I felt about a lot of shit. But see, I don't. I'm not the type of person where I'm going to pick. I ain't gotta do no picking. We ain't doing no pick. I'm not picking at every little small little thing, and that's the problem. Some people gotta stop sweating the small stuff. Stop sweating the small stuff that get you all up in your feelings and your feces, and you want to be, you know, having temper tantrums, throwing temper tantrums, and you gotta let some stuff roll off your chest, and I had learned that. I had to learn that from a from my 20s up to now. But I still don't let a lot of shit get to me. I just either I deal with it or I just brush that shit off. Because it's going to be a lot more things I got to handle. It's going to be a lot more things I got to handle. So I have to just, brush it off. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's just how it is. But I'm not finna be over here trying to prove points. One thing about me, I'm not gonna be proving points so I can have some type of reputation. You won't get that out of me. We ain't doing that over here. No one is proving points. I'm not proving no points. That's no point. Look, that's no point to even prove to the world so they can treat you so they can try to have a different perception of you. You know, either you think you're gonna get a different reaction if they see something, or if they hear something. No, Ugh. There's so many niggas right now locked up trying to do the same stuff, trying to prove points to people, and their asses are in jail or dead. I'm not finna be one of those niggas in that number. I ain't. So people opinions up for me. They can just think what they want to think. But I'm not finna prove no points. Ain't no. There's no point to really for me to even prove. Mm. All I would say, I just keep rocking out and doing the things that I know, doing the things that I know that I know is the right way, not the illegal way. Okay, doing it the right way, staying out of trouble. Having a clean record, having not an ounce of anything on it. Okay, That's what I want. I want to keep rolling like that. I'm able to get a job instead of worrying about if I'm gonna get the job because of what's on my record. I don't have to go through that, and I ain't. I'm going to continue to keep it like it is. I don't care what man or she may think or how they think I should be. Uh-uh. It is what it is. But you guys, on that note, it's been real. It's been real, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This Saturday is a nice day. And, someone tried to call me. Now, don't get me wrong. It's been raining here lately. And someone wanted to call me, trying to get me to do a yard, and I could have done it, but hey, sometimes you got to do other things. And I told this person they didn't have to pay me. I would do it for free, because usually they will pay me, but a lot of times I don't really want them to pay me because I know they're a lot older than I am, so they may need their money a lot more than I would because I'm young and I'm still able to make some change. I still can go out and you know get it how I get it, But I really wish they would have knew that it rained yesterday, so me cutting grass today would be a little bit hard because the grass would be very very thick and wet, and everybody knows that you know when you trying to cut grass when you try to cut red grass, that stuff get all kind of like it'll stop your lawnmower and it'll be all thick and wet, and you don't want that. That'll fuck up some things, and I don't want to fuck up anything, and I feel like that'd be a waste of time. I don't want to do that, knowing that I gotta do other things too besides that. So at some point it will get done. I just hope. Well, I just wish they'd be more considerate and understanding. That hell, I'm not trying to ignore you. But damn, I don't like cutting wet grass. Wet grass is not for me to be cutting. Mm-mm. Even though I know how to do it, you gotta have your lawnmower kind of up, especially if the grass is really really high. But even when it comes to that, that's a waste of time to me. It's a waste. But on that note, you guys, I'm gonna get up and out of here because I gotta go make a few rounds to the store, and get ready for the day. And on that note, you guys, y'all be blessed and not stressed. And we'll chat another time. I'll talk to you guys later on, my cannonballs. Peace.